Mic check. Chat. Can anybody hear me? I forgot to do all the checks before I went live, so I'm an idiot. But I didn't want to, flip the switch. So give me some positive affirmation. If these are words that you can hear. I think we're good though. It looks like the audio meter is where it should be. All right, let's get some screens open. We are back. Holy cow. What a painful week off, but we out here, man. What's up, guys? Shout out to Pojan, Stoner, Mundo's World, Conscious, Steven, Leibowitz, and Neville, man. I hope you guys are having a good afternoon. Didn't know if we were going to stream today, so I didn't really have anything in the books. We have been down for the count from a hellacious bout with sun poisoning, which is a white people thing, apparently. And it hurt. It sucked. Last week, I believe it was Wednesday, me and my sister, my nephews, went out to the lake swimming. I was vibing, having some fun, and then the next morning, man, it was rough. I woke up, my face, my skull, I got a low crew cut going on. Skull was burnt, scalp was burnt, and then of course my t-shirt lying on the back of my neck, and that's not healed yet, that still hurts, but my face was atrocious. My eyes, my left eye was swollen shut. Literally, I went 2 days without vision in my left eye. So as you might imagine, I was not very camera apropos. And I'm still flaking, you guys might see it, but I felt like I was good enough to chill now, because I've been missing doing some research out loud, because I've had a really good week for baseball DFS, man. So yeah, we're back. So I hope you guys have had a solid showing in my absence. If anybody did anything big, let me know. Be fun. It's a really easy slate today. Good little slate to come back on, so we can vibe out, chill a little bit more. And then we are getting so close to football. I mean, September is first Sunday, September. It's a couple weeks away, so had to get back in the swing of things, man. You should have not left your coffin, dude, man. So the thing is, Steve, the ironic thing is, I did it as obviously I want to spend time with my family, but I also been try to ramp up for a ring return in 6 months, and then that was I was out there doing laps, bro. And then it just gave me a week off to recover. So but yeah, it was probably not the wisest idea for my big pale butt to go out there at 104 degrees for a couple hours in the peak of sunshine. But what are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? How about that Yankee comeback, bro? Last night was so good. but so bad. It was a painful, dreadful, weird game up until the last, and it was a rain delay. I took a nap during the rain delay, woke up, game gets cranked back up. It was 4-2. We had bases loaded for Aaron Judge. Judge draws a 4-pitch walk, and then Glaber grounds into a double play. So it's 4-3, and then Rizzo next inning, lefty home run ties the game. We go into the 10th inning. Aroldis Chapman comes in, walks 2, completely erratic, and then finally gets to a bases loaded 2-out situation, and he allows a line scraper that clears the bases. So we're down 3, bottom of the 10th. I've written the game off. We lose, and then Jalen Beeks, who I think was an opener in this series, used to play for the Red Sox, comes in, and he struggles to find the strike zone. Next thing you know, the base is loaded for Josh Donaldson, and oh my God. My poor neighbors, man. If the Yankees make a good playoff run, the neighbors might have to make a noise complaint, bro. I was lit. I was hyped, man. That one felt good, to not get swept by the Rays, man. A lot of fun, but it was good for my lineups too. I would have had a really, really strong night if Jordan Montgomery had one more out, but nonetheless, we profited. But we'll try and get back out there tonight. Smaller slate, medium slate. I believe it's only 5 games, so it should be pretty easy, which means 5 games, we're playing everybody if you're a mass entry guy, 150 lineups. Before we do that, got to plug the RunDFS.com memberships. We only have a little bit longer on this early bird special at $3.99 to get locked in until the All-Star break of NBA, which the NBA All-Star game is February 19th. My birthday. Yeah. You guys can get locked into that for $3.99. Comes with a $150 credit towards Fantasy Cruncher, so you rebate that bad boy down. It's a pretty good deal, and that's going to get full access coverage of everything that I put out: football, baseball, and NBA. You're going to get the entire NFL season, the rest of baseball, the first half of basketball, and on top of the Fantasy Cruncher stuff, it comes with full access to the Discord, my daily spreadsheets, my personal player pool for every slate I play, which usually I only take Sundays off, but obviously that's only for basketball and baseball. And then the Discord chat for about 2 hours before most main slate locks. I'm in the Discord voice chat, so I think it's a pretty solid deal. But that's certainly not going to be the price when football gets back. This is kind of the early bird, all you real OGs that grind the dog days with me. That's out there for you. And then let's jump into this slate. So before we look at the game by game, let's go check out Mr. Roth and his weather report via Roto Grinders. Let's get a copy and paste going. In case you guys don't have this tab, you definitely should. Part of my process to be ahead of the weather, or at least be cognitive of the weather. Got away with the Max Scherzer rain delay yesterday too. Chicago, Baltimore, looks like we're good. Green, yellow for the Red Sox and Pittsburgh. Is that? Yeah, that's on this slate. Spotty showers. All right, cool. And then Mets at the Braves, yellow, green. Says not too dissimilar from yesterday, with a few pop-up showers, storms firing during the game. Yesterday, models had them firing right over the ballpark, and they did. Today, models have them a bit further north with a dry game, but my trust in models nailing the exact location of pop-ups is low, so I'm keeping it yellow-green with a chance for a delay. Are pitchers, quote, safe? No, I wouldn't use that word. It's Jacob deGrom, so we're gonna want it to be safer. Do you likely get away with playing them? Yeah, the odds are in your favor. All right, cool. Thank you, Kevin Roth, for that. So, boom, that's what we're working with. And I think for the most part, I don't have to adjust much in terms of ratings for the weather. I'm gonna keep them all in green for now. We might change that back in a little bit. So I did get some lineups punched in before we went live. A couple more lineups might come out, and we will react accordingly. But let's get cranked up. A little bit of research, create a little bit of a player pool. And game number 1, Red Sox and the Pirates. Josh Winkowski taking on JT Brubaker. We've got a 81-degree temp game with a 4.8 run total for the Red Sox, 3.9 for the Pirates. Winkowski on the bump. His underlying metrics really not that great. 1.5 whip, essentially 4.63 expected ERA with just a 14% K rate and a 6.6% swing and strike rate. We might check out his pitch count to see if we're missing out on anything, but I don't think we will be. But on a 5-game slate, you definitely have no reason not to uncover every stone. Let's zoom in a little bit. Is that good? Yeah. All right, cool. Last couple games for him, pitch count wise, 90-ish. Strikeouts aren't there as we just uncovered with his swing and strike rate and his overall K rate. So there's really not much to like here. But I do think on a 5-game slate, just considering the opponent here and the strikeout rates for the Pirates, maybe in 150 lineups, 70.100. 12 to 14 just might be an SP2 that's serviceable. So I wouldn't talk anyone off of him, but there's nothing to like metrically. You're just hoping that the Pirates are worse hitters than Winkowski is pitching, and there are strikeouts to boot. I always say bad hitting beats bad pitching, and this is a full-on slot lefty lineup outside of Kevin Newman. And we can kind of hone in on these Winkowski lefty splits, and they are definitely worse than his righty splits. A 5.25 xFIP, 13% K rate, a 300 batting average allowed, a 1.4 home run per 9, 11% walk rate. None of this is good. So does that open the door for some Pirates? Maybe. We can maybe take a peek at this Red Sox bullpen to see who might be coming out. I don't know if Brazier or Whitlock or any of those guys are available today. Control F. Let's just Control F Red Sox because my brain is still. There we go. So yesterday we saw Ryan Brazier throw 14 pitches, which doesn't make him not available today. Familia through 25. Maybe you might be slow to him, but Garrett Whitlock hasn't pitched since Sunday, so he might be available today. He's certainly one of their upper echelon arms. Matt Barnes is there. All right, so I don't want to. It looks like everyone could be available if they needed it. So I don't guess we get to play that card, but I might be interested in some low percentage scum dackering between Winkowski and Pirates, just because Winkowski has not been good. And JT Brubaker on the bump for the Pirates, 1.5 whip, very similar to Winkowski, 4.39 expected ERA. The Red Sox on paper certainly project a whole lot better than the Pirates. A lot of green in this OPS column on the 2 through 6, and then Tommy Pham leading off looks pretty solid as well. Rafi Devers with a 4.16 rating on the Bond Detector. That's the highest rating in this game. And Brubaker against lefties, 1.13 homer per 9 and an almost non-existent ground ball rate at 36%. He's very high fly ball rate, high line drive rate, and we might even cross-reference the pitch report for Brubaker since we have time. We got time today. Brubaker mainly fastball slider, and that slider is something he leans on 31% of the time, and that has been Devers' one of his best pitches. Matter of fact, Devers really eats on all of the pitches that Brubaker specializes in. So this is a really good spot for Rafi Devers, and I imagine the field will be keen to that. Batting second, man, that's a lot of implied at-bats, maybe 5 or 6 of them, and we've certainly seen the Pirates bullpen fall to the wayside if an opposing offense gets up quick, fast, in a hurry. And I feel like the Pirates bullpen has actually had to do some work lately. Let's go Pirates. A little bit. Johan Ramirez, Eric Stout, Dwayne Underwood Jr. all pitched yesterday, and then Chase DeYoung and Austin Bryce pitched on Tuesday. And none of these guys are household names that you're scared of. Matter of fact, if any one of these guys were a starter today, we'd be salivating. So great spot for the Red Sox stack. So let's open up player pool here, and let's go DK stacks. Red Sox certainly gonna be one of the. Again, I'm gonna be stacking everyone today. Full disclosure, but. Yeah, as far as pitchers go, you might catch me in the streets in the back end of 150 on DraftKings with a Winkowski or Brubaker. On Fanduel, I think I'm going to be really, really stuck on just a few guys and just go crazy with exposure to them and let that be the way it happens, you know. What's up, Sheriff? Good to see you feeling better. Man, I appreciate that, bro. Verdugo's been killing it. Verdugo's nasty with it. 3K on both sides. Very, very cheap. Obviously, I think that projects as a better value on DraftKings. But great opportunity in the cleanup spot. Not much to not like with the Red Sox today. And that's all I got to say about that. All right, Blue Jays at the Yankees. Here we go. Blue Jays have been skidding just enough for the Yankees to survive their skid. And I believe after yesterday's win, because all those wins with the Rays were worth 2, because the Rays were 8 games back. Yeah. So the Yankees somehow are still 10 games up in the division. But Blue Jays are the team to watch. And this is a big series because every game can be worth 2, if you know what I mean. So the Blue Jays, if they come in here and handle business, they could be right there in the thick of things as we get to that final stretch. So very, very important series, and Yankees are going to have the big dogs on the mound. Still waiting on Stanton to come back. They said he might start a rehab assignment this weekend. Obviously, Carpenter is going to be done for much longer. But this lineup's starting to look a little bit more interesting. They called up Oswaldo Cabrera and Estevan Florial yesterday. They showed that they didn't have much faith in Florial to the latter half of the game as they pinch hit him for DJ LeMahieu. And then later on, pinch ran LeMahieu with, I believe, Marwin Gonzalez. But at least it's some type of change. And one thing that I wasn't sure that they would do at the major league level was let Oswaldo Cabrera start at shortstop. And that's what's happening today. No IKF in the lineup. So might be some pinch hit risk in the bottom of this order later on. But this 1 through 6 for the Yankees is starting to look a little bit more like a playable lineup. Better than when Jose Trevino is your 5-hole hitter, you know what I mean? So I do like the Yankees, and we certainly like to pick on Jose Berrios this season as he has struggled. 5.6 expected ERA, 1.4 whip, an 11.2% barrel rate. Those dogs will hunt if you're hunting for offense, and it's a big spot. Hopefully the Yankees step up after last night. And then it's a big spot for Frankie Montas as one of the big pieces in that trade deadline. So very, very tough matchup for him going against his Blue Jays team. Could turn into a slugfest. We have a 4.8 run total for the Yankees, 3.9 for the Blue Jays. The Yankees are minus 162. So it goes without saying we want to get behind this Yankees offense a little bit. And I believe looking at all of the teams, other than the Padres, it looks like the Yankees have the second highest implied run total. So they're not going to be a secret, but it makes a lot of sense. And Berrios, let's go run some numbers on Berrios lately. Berrios is one of those Jekyll and Hyde pitchers, but he's always last couple years been more bad than good. But we know the Yankees can serve up some big games, but I don't know. I got that feeling in my bad knee. Last 4 games for Jose Pereo. So 4.1% swing and strike rate against the Guardians. They don't strike out a ton. 8% swing and strike rate against his old team, the Minnesota Twins. A 10% swing and strike rate against the Tigers. 8% against St. Louis. So Tigers are certainly a good a good standard to see that. He's not been consistent when it comes to missing bats here, and his first pitch strike rate being just 52% in that Tigers game is alarming as well. But that's the experience of Jose Berrios, always all over the place. 7.8 xFIP against Cleveland, 7.4 against Minnesota. Then there's a 3.7, 2.7, 3.24. So all over the road. I would not be stunned if he turned in a not terrible performance at 6,700 on DraftKings, survived long enough, and stole a couple of strikeouts against a Yankees lineup that can offer them. But I'm certainly way higher on the Yankees offense than the Berrios side of things. So little scumdackery spot, but the seesaw is way tilted in the Yankees' favor. And then the Blue Jays, man, hungry team, a lot of righties though. We'll see if they try to shake things up. They do have Jackie Bradley Jr. That they picked up off the streets. He's never been much for offense, but great defense. So I hope this lineup comes out pretty soon, probably before we're done, to really make some deeper decisions here. But you're not really going to be that excited to pick on Montas with a bunch of righties because he's been elite. Almost a 30% K rate to righties this year, 2.7 xFIP, 0.7 home run per 9. The ground ball rate is at 42%, so it's not elite, but it's not terrible. And he's keeping the hard contact low enough. And let's go look at that pitch report for Montas. Fastball, slider, splitter. I say the Blue Jays actually profile really well against all of his pitches. So, yeah, we're going to be a little lazy with the analysis because we're for sure stacking the Blue Jays in Yankee Stadium, but we have to get to some Montes as well. And I think tonight, tier 2. If there's a bigger slate, I'd probably go tier 3 on Montes just because, but this is a very short list of playable pitchers. DeGrom's obviously at the tippy top. We got Max Fried. Yu Darvish is a minus 400, so he's going to be up there. Maybe Montes does end up as a tier 3 for me. Let's move that. Let's move it for now. We might come back based on what the confirmed lineup is for the Blue Jays. Arroyo's 2K and smashing the ball. Christian Arroyo. Yeah, 2K special on DK. I like that call. He's certainly been on the grind. Your Gump sounds like Bill Clinton. My Gump. My Gump? Did I do a Forrest Gump impression today? I don't even remember that. I don't know. So Berrios, if I got the Berrios today, it would probably be specifically on DraftKings only at 67, and we're hoping for double-digit fantasy points. I do think, even though it's not a deep slate in terms of games, it certainly could be worse for a 5-game slate when it comes to pitchers. DeGrom, Darvish, Fried, Montes, it's those obvious 4. So the Winkowskis and the Berrios feel like we're reaching a little bit more, but I do think Berrios has enough ceiling and even median projection to get to on a 5-game slate as an SP2, right? Even if you got 15, I think that wouldn't be terrible just in a vacuum at that price point. It would just be subjective to what does the rest of the slate offer us. So I think we get to the Berrios, but for me it's going to be a DraftKings only click. So let's put Berrios in that tier 3. Jose Berrios, and I'll parentheses DraftKings only. Do I have Kool-Aid on my keyboard? Well, I thought you were imitating Forrest. I mean, I probably have a terrible Forrest Gump. Oh no, and that's all I got to say about that. No, okay, I know what you're talking about. I guess Forrest Gump did say that. I was more so channeling my inner Stone Cold. What? He used to say, and that's all I got to say about that. But I guess he got that from Forrest Gump. Where am I? Let's go Rays game. All right, rules in the Rays. What the Rays talking about? Do we have a lineup for the Rays? We do not. So Rays having a late travel to Tropicana, right? I imagine the Royals were waiting on them. So I guess you can think about that if that matters to you. Nonetheless, it is Tropicana Field, super pitcher-friendly spot. Not really a ton of offense in the park itself. But Max Castillo on the bump for the Royals. Check this out, 0.97 WHIP for his 20-inning season so far, 3.7 expected ERA. He has been outperforming the expected ERA, but that's really still a solid expected ERA. 9.9 swing to strike rate and the 12.5% barrel rate is not. It's way higher than what you would want. Castillo doesn't have a ton of big league samples, so we will go back and dig into his minor stuff just a little bit, just to kind of see if he's on the right trajectory, numbers wise. Let's pull up. Let's see in the minors. Oh wow, 2.4 ERA, 5-1, 60 innings, 69 strikeouts, nice, 108 WHIP. So really good numbers on the surface there. Let's split it up. Let's see, 13 innings against lefties, 14 Ks, 152 average, 15.1 innings against righties, 233 average, a 143 WHIP. So it looks like the righties is where he has some struggles. 8 walks in 15 innings against righties. Not what you want. 6 walks against lefties. So he does have some command issues. Is that something we've seen? Actually, I can just look at the 7% walk rate, 5%. So that might be due for some regression, the Castillo walk rate, based on his minor league numbers. And then let's look at the power allowed. 1 homer in 13 innings, 2 homers, 15 innings. So that's about average, normal. And then a 1.7 ground out to air out ratio against lefties. So it looks like if this Rays lineup came out a little bit more lefty than righty, it might not be a bad thing for Castillo if we believe his minor league numbers are going to catch up I know so far just 22% K rate to lefties in the majors, but it takes a while for a lefty sample size to develop at the major league level. And he was way over a strikeout per inning. Well, no, just over. Okay, no, that's right. I had that backwards. It's 21 Ks in 15 innings against righties, 13 against lefties. So still over a strikeout per inning. But the ground ball rate is very, very, very good. And that was kind of consistent, almost a 50% ground ball rate in his lefty batted ball event so far. So could we play Castillo and feel like it's not insane? The Rays offense wasn't. Oh, no, we can't. Because he's an opener, right? No, I'm lost, chat. I just did all that work and he's just an opener. Let's see, last start was August 11th, 3 innings. Yeah, he might barely. I mean, they might try and stretch him for 4 or 5, but that does explain some of those numbers being that drastic. Looks like he has been a stretched out starter before. Yeah, he has started quite a bit, but it looks like he may not be stressed out enough today to trust in that. At 7,100, more expensive than Berrios. All right, I probably have to pump the brakes on that. Says Castillo will fill the vacancy in the rotation that was created when Mike Matheny moved Brad Keller to the bullpen. One of the 2 prospects the Royals acquired from the Blue Jays in the deadline deal that sent Whit Merrifield to Toronto. Castillo will be joining the Royals for the first time after he allowed 5 runs, 4 earned on 7 hits, 3 walks, 3.2 innings over his initial 2 outings at Omaha. All right, I think staying away from Castillo. Not necessarily because of that blur, but more so for pitch count concerns, right? What do we have on the board? Nothing. We don't got nothing on Castillo. Yeah, I don't think we can do that, unfortunately. Probably. I'm not. And then Luis Patino, I think he just got recalled. His metrics have not been great. Now this season is easy to be wide-eyed, but we got to remember it's only on 8 innings. But the last 2 seasons were not great either. Matter of fact, 77 innings last year, almost a 1.3 WHIP, 4.3 expected ERA, 4.6 Sierra. It's all bad. I will say the the fly ball rate's really, really ridiculous. If we look at the last 2 years against righties, and I think it's fair to just focus on what he did last year. Almost a 50% fly ball rate to righties, 37.4% hard contact rate, which is lower than average, but it's still not like elite, with a 1.34 home run per 9. So since we're down here shopping minor league numbers, let's see if Patino's found anything in the minor league level, or if this is a Kevin Cash is backed against a corner because of extra innings yesterday type of situation. 3.62 ERA in the minors this season, 27 innings, 31 Ks, 117 WHIP. All right, and then let's go look at that righty split, see if that fly ball rate is still what it is. What's up, Hugo? Oh man, even the sex bots are back. All right, let's hide them out. Righties in the minors, 15.1 innings, 0.87 ground out to arrow ratio. So I guess still pretty linear to what he was doing. And then just barely above a strikeout per inning. So nothing staggering. 1.24 WHIP and 3 walks, 15 innings, and 1 bomb. Looks like this home run to fly ball rate must be really low. So nothing that we're scared of. And then on August 12th, he went 5 innings, 6 Ks, a hit batsman, and 2 walks, 119 WHIP. Do we have anything on Patino? Probably not. No. I think I'm just going to full fade both pitchers. We'll see what that Rays actual lineup comes out as. And then we'll, take some shots on these offenses. Royals are leading off Michael Massey. He's really cheap on both sides. So an opportunity at value there, right? 5 or 6 implied at bats against less than stellar starting pitching. And then we know that the bullpen from the Rays was used quite a bit last couple of games. Matter of fact, they've had to use openers in this series as well. I'm going to look at that bullpen usage. Rays. Yeah, they've been worked. Brooks Raley has pitched 3 games in a row. They probably don't want to use him today. Colin Pache, he might be available today. Didn't look sharp last night. Thompson, 2 of his last 3. Jason Adam might be available. Armstrong might be available. Yacobonis and Ryan Yarbrough. But I think Yarbrough's an every 5-day long reliever. So, yeah, I think we opened the door for both offenses. Neither going to be like priority stacks, but I think it's easily justifiable. Dude, I have something sticky on my shift button. What up, Pinstripe Pimp? What's up, Hugo? Hope you're doing all right. Appreciate you guys stopping by. I already know you hit the thumbs up button. I don't even have to look, right? You guys already hit that for me. Oh, Ray's lineup just dropped. All right, we can punch that in. Yandy, Brandon Lau, Randy Arozarena, David Peralta, Taylor Walls. Oh, man, the burn on my neck is starting to be irritated. I haven't worn a shirt this long in a week. But don't worry. We're gonna keep it on. We're gonna gut this out. All right, Roman Quinn, Jose Siri. So this lineup sucks. At least for, it's so average that it's ridiculous. And I would love to take advantage of these strikeout rates in Tropicana. But I don't know. Are they gonna give us like Castillo live props? That's if something showed up on the live board on PrizePicks for like the first 2 innings where we would feel better about tapping into Castillo, I would be interested in some Castillo props. Because the only reason I can't play him is because I don't know where he's going to be in terms of, stretched out and pitch count. 3 innings in his last outing. But he has the swing and miss stuff. And this is a very strikeout prone lineup. So if PrizePicks does drop some Castillo stuff, I would be interested. Yeah. Steve, I appreciate that sub, man. Appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. God dang. Speaking of which, let's do a drop. Let's see if I can still do drops. This stream, just like every stream, brought to you by, not every stream, but most streams, brought to you by PrizePicks. If you guys are looking to simplify the sweat a little bit, try some player props. Little player props meets DFS, meets parlay action, man. You can 10x your money. They do really, really good stuff in their community, tacos and whatnot. And we don't just have baseball. If you're into preseason NFL, they have that on the board. They also have week 1 stuff on the board, WNBA action on the board, NASCAR, a little something for everybody. So go check that out. If you actually sign up using code GUNDACKER, they support me a little bit, and you can 2 times your first deposit, up to $100. No slow drip, none of that playthrough nonsense. You get it instantly. And then I will try to come up with between 2 and 4, maybe a little bit more props that I'll be targeting tonight. And I'll drop them in the free Discord, and a link to that is in the description below. I've been down for the count for a week, so I haven't been able to post a lot of PrizePicks cards, but we'll try to get back out there. So sign up using my code. Everybody wins. And yeah, why wouldn't you? Closing in on AK subs. Yes, maybe we can get to AK really quick before NFL Week 1 or right at NFL Week 1. And then I kind of have a goal to get to 10K by January 1st. Obviously, if you guys have just found me for baseball, it gets hectic during the NBA NFL season where we do the daily NBA streams. Man, that's where people are here, right? I love the 50 of you guys chilling right now, but we get 200-300 a day, on the live streams. It gets chaotic, so I do think we'll be able to get close to 10K, if not to 10K by January 1. But it'd be nice to get to 8K by NFL Week 1. I think so. All right, let's move on to the next game. So remember, Mr. Roth said that there's some slight weather concerns here, kind of similar to last night. I'll do a refresh on his weather tab, and if you guys don't have this tabbed, I put it in there earlier, but definitely do that. Looks like it's the same blurb as earlier, so we'll keep an eye on that. Very important because Jacob deGrom is the best pitcher on planet Earth, and I would certainly like to play him at 10.3K on DraftKings, and not really have to worry about rain. But even, we had a little rain last night. Max came back out. Yeah, Mets lineup did come out, so we can get that punched in. Brandon Nimmo, Starling Marte. Great play last night was Marte. Francisco Lindor, Pete Alonso, Darren Ruff, Jeff McNeil. You're Jeff McNeely. Brett Beatty, first at bat. I think it was on the first pitch too, wasn't it? Goes Yabo. Mom and dad in the crowd. You'd love to see it. DeGrom versus Fried. So DeGrom has been an absolute machine since coming back. I mean, just absolute crazy. 10, 12 Ks and 76 pitches in both outings. That's dumb. That's stupid. That's crazy. That's wild. That's preposterous. 10.3K. We get some of that. I don't know if the goal with him is strictly just get through 6 innings and not be too, not to push him too hard too soon, because they have probably a fast track to winning the division, hopefully. And you don't want to overwork him too early, especially with his injury proneness. At 12K on Fanduel, you certainly want to tap into that 6th inning, that quality start, but on a 5-game slate, you can certainly see that strikeout stuff kind of usurping the real urgency that I usually have for a quality start. Obviously, it goes without saying, neither offense is going to be our priority click. I do think it's worth getting to, as I imagine that their ownership is going to be a little bit discounted, considering both pitchers are really, really good. And we saw last night, a Max Scherzer game turned into a pretty hefty final score, and it's a 5-game slate. So we're going to get to this is probably the scumdacker wheel of death, but understand that I'm not going to be over aggressive with Mets and Braves stacks, but I don't think we have to get too crazy with that comparative to the field anyway, because no one's stacking against against Jacob deGrom, and Max Fried has built up a lot of respect too. A 2.86 expected ERA on the season and a ridiculous ground ball rate against righties, 48% ground ball rate, against lefties almost 60%. So not much to love there. I'm just wanting to be there if they're going to be low owned as two talented offenses. You know what I mean? So that's really all there is to it. There's no one here that's drawing big bomb detector numbers. Matter of fact, no one's sniffing for. So it's all just kind of playing leverage talent and hoping that the field is low enough to where I don't have to give up too much equity to be there. And that's it. We're playing both pitchers pending weather. I'm gonna put DeGrom as a tier 2. I think Max Fried's gonna go to tier 3 for me. Yeah, I think that's fine. What's up, A Game? I just added an Atlanta Hawks face tattoo. No way. If we get KD, I'll add his number. Bro, you're lying. Bro, do you have a Twitter? I want to see that. What's up, Calente? I appreciate that. Hope you're doing all right. Hope your summer's good. Grissom kid been on fire. Grissom is like their top prospect, and I believe they just signed him to an extension. They've done an incredible job of building a core and extending all these guys for really team-friendly contracts here. So, the offense itself is really good. We're just, best pitcher on the planet, kind of a problem. We've got one game left, but I tell you what, guys, the Blue Jays lineup actually came out. So let's go back a little bit and see what they're throwing at the Yankees tonight, because we got plenty of time, man. We're vibing. Springer, Vladdy, Lourdes Gurriel, Alejandro Teoscar, Bo Bichette, Matt Chapman, Santiago Espinal. Oh, they went all righty. Hold up. Wait a minute. They have 9 righties out in that lineup today. Now, it's a really good set of righties, but there is, they're not gonna. It's not what you want. Frankie Montas. We might upgrade Montas here, although it's not like a bunch of strikeout guys, but you're tapping into Montas' like glory, right? 29% K rate, 2.7 xFIP against righties, 0.7 home run per 9. Ground ball rate is higher than the fly ball rate. That's interesting. Not that Jackie Bradley Jr. was changing much for me, and I do think it's a net positive to go like Merrifield or Espinal over JBJ in the bottom of the lineup, but I don't know that I was expecting that. No big bomb ratings either. A lot of righties. It was Harris. Okay, you're right. Michael Harris, the second. Harris second's been great, especially against righties. Yeah, he's been really, really good. I'm thinking Grissom's their number one prospect, right? All right, or I guess Harris, but then it was Grissom, and then he started showing out. All right, we got one game left. I don't expect either lineup to come out soon, so I do want to take a look at the PrizePicks board and kind of see what we might be looking at strikeout wise. I do think Berrios at 4.5 is really low, just because the Yankees strike out a lot. And then Montes at 5 against all righties. I know they don't strike out a ton, but 5 strikeouts with a 30% K rate, that's interesting. And I don't know. I don't want to put too much stock into adrenaline, but the adrenaline's going to be up there for him here in the concrete jungle against the Blue Jays. So I do kind of like both of those. And then we'll cross-reference the bomb detector in a second to see if we jump on any of these bats. Anyway, main event. Check this out. Padres are minus 400 on the money line. 5.5 implied run total versus the Nats and their 2.7 implied run total. Wow. Juan Soto gets to see his old team. Anibal Sanchez on the bump for the Nats this season. A 4.6 expected ERA, 1.6 whip, just a 16% K rate. Walking righties at almost 15%. That's not what you want. Allowing a 3.57 average to righties, a 4.26 homer per 9. Not what you want, and not doing much better against lefties. It's a lost cause season for the Nats, so just go out there, eat some innings. Let's get the season done. Let's go look at some more of these underlying metrics for Mr. Sanchez. 8% swing and strike rate on the season, 6 on that last game against the Padres, 10%, 9%. So he really is not finding much in the whiff department, and the xFIP has just been through the roof. So I do believe that the highest projected run total team is likely going to be the highest owned and the most lucrative stack pre-flop. Yeah, this is atrocious. And in this atrociousness, 5 innings, 4 innings, 5 innings. So go out there and go get us 5 innings, Anibal. So let's go to the let's put Yu Darvish as a 2 here, and then let's go put the Padres as one of our top stacks. We'll start. I'll do some stack ownership allocation when I get off the air. If you guys want to get into that, if you guys want this spreadsheet, find the paywall at rundfs.com. So yeah. Yu Darvish, how much Yu Darvish are we going with today? Darvish is 9K on DraftKings, nice little happy medium. You haven't got like a giant spike game out of him really since the Mets on the 22nd of July, but value is subjective on these smaller slates, man. I think if you get to 20, that dog will hunt, and he's giving you innings, 6, 7 innings as far as the eye can see. I mean, he just seems like if you're running 150, this minus 400 guy is probably going to be landing in your lineups quite a bit against this Nats team. 72 degrees out there in San Diego. So, Yu Darvish, we'll put him as a tier 2. So I got DeGrom, Darvish 2 for now. This is not like looking at ownership yet. Then we're gonna go Montes, Berrios, and Fried for now. And if I didn't get another pitcher, I wouldn't hate life. I definitely think on Fanduel tonight, it might even just be a 3. I'll get the 4 pitchers on Fanduel. We're not doing Berrios. So I'm gonna keep it really tight. And whatever happens, happens. But man, how do you not like this Padres team? This is dirty. This is dirty. Speaking of the Padres, let's go look at the PrizePicks board, see if we got anything to sweat for the Padres. So first of all, no runs first inning is on the board, which, we're sweating the Padres side of things to get into something. But if the Padres, if you're going to have Soto, Machado, and Drury at bats in the first inning, I'm in. So I might lean on that. And then also the first inning hits allowed is on the board as well. So I can get behind that. And hitter fantasy score, what do we got? Devers is somebody I was liking quite a bit. 2-hole hitter on the road against a really, really good matchup. So we might end up there. Man, these are some soft lines. 5.5 for a leadoff Tommy Pham. Am I missing something? He's leading off, right? Stolen base potential against Brubaker. 280 average to righties. I don't know, man. You might find me stacking Red Sox on PrizePicks tonight. It feels like the Red Sox are a little underpriced here, if I'm being honest. And then we have Manny Machado, which we could tap into that righty-righty split of any ball, which is horrendous. But we'll see if they add some more as the night progresses. And then, what are the home run triangles looking like? Am I blind? Am I blind? Am I blind? There it is. Total home runs. Machado, Soto, Drury. That is a nice trio. I love it. Blue Jays are going to give you 3. Braves 4. I don't know that I get behind that. I'd probably get behind this Yankees. Although Glaber, I never really played Glaber for homers. Berrios 135 homer per 9 to righties this season. I'd rather tap into like I wish that Rizzo was in that. So I probably don't get into the home run triangle. Maybe. He does have a 2.5 homer per 9 on the road. Let me see something. Baseball Savant. Let's go check out Berrios. I wonder how many homers Berrios would have allowed if all of his games were in Yankee Stadium. We can find that out. So this year he would have 27 homers. So that's only one more than he has allowed. So that's not that crazy. Let's look at Berrios homer per 9 or homer per 9 to righties on the road. I don't know. I'm trying to feel better about this triangle. Away versus righties. He's allowed 7 bombs in 29 innings. Am I reading that right? Did I type the right name? Wow. So 2 homers in 30 innings at home, but on the road 7. He has had some home road splits even back to the Minnesota days. Maybe I do feel better about the Donaldson. I don't know. I wish Rizzo was in it, but Judge is in it, so that's all you want. All you need. All you need. And then runs and RBIs. Bobby Witt, Starling Marte, nothing to get excited about. Judgy. Machado's RBI is intriguing. Has Machado been betting behind Soto? Yeah, right. That's a great RBI spot against Anibal Sanchez. That's a maybe. There's a couple maybes here. We'll have some fun with this board tonight. I think so. I don't take this personal, but I love you. I love you. What's up, Bino? What's up, Chuck? Glad you back, Sundacker. Man, EMAC got me a new nickname, huh? I've been losing since the last time I seen you. Nah, Bino, you'll right the ship, bro. If not, football's right around the corner. Help is on the way. Chat, I think that there is a discount code that we haven't taken off yet. Let me go see. Oh, by the way, chat, speaking of NFL, I have 3 or 4 spots left in a ESPN league for a season-long league. So if anybody wants in on that, it's a $150 buy-in. It's $700 to first. Let me see. Let me look in the Discord. It's $700 to first, $500 to second, $300 to third. 10-man league. 150 buy-in. We do DraftKings scoring, PPR, bonuses for 100 rushing yards or receiving, and bonuses for 300. It's all DraftKings. So if anybody's looking for a league to join, hit me up on Discord or Twitter. There's that. And then this early bird special can be even more special. I forgot about this, but I believe it's still there with the coupon code BOMB. Is it BOMB? Check. Yes, BOMB gets you $25 off. So I forgot about that. So little reward for those of you grinders that want to get into the season pass. So there's that. And then if you just want to try the week pass, go to rundfs.com, get yourself signed up. get into the Discord, the rundfs.com Discord, which is the premium Discord. I'll be in the voice chat in about 40 minutes, chilling out till lock. It's a laid back day. We know what we're doing. We're just hanging out, vibing. Be cool to kick it with you. And then if you're not in a Discord, you should be in the free Discord. The link to that's in the description below. And I will try and post all of the oh, by the way, look at this. Look at me, guys. That's me. I had no eye. It sucked. I will try and post. I probably have like 5 or 6 PrizePicks stuff that I'm mixing and matching today. I'll post that completely for free in the Discord. So make sure you're in that, and then make sure you're signed up for PrizePicks. If you're not on PrizePicks, definitely get on there. Use my code. We also have a similar deal with Underdog, and Underdog also has props for NFL. I believe they have NFL tonight. Yeah, we got Justin Fields, 39.5 total yards as one of the props. Trevor Siemian on the board. Nathan Peterman. Can we bet interceptions? So get yourself some action, man. What do we have on here for? Do they have Max Castillo? Probably not, right? No, they don't. They have Patino though, but no Castillo. Dang, I want some live props on Castillo. I just feel like he might steal more strikeouts than we should be. What's up, Todd? You've been losing since the last time I saw you? Oh, man. Or that's Bino. Have I been... Oh, loose. Okay, I see what you're saying. All right. Chat, you guys got anything else for me? Any hot takes, questions, comments, concerns? If not, we'll get out of here. But I do appreciate you guys hanging out. Oh, tomorrow. Let me double check something. I think tomorrow we'll be on the Stochastic channel instead of here. Usually I'm not over there on Fridays, but I think because of football, I am. Let me see. Yeah, it looks like me and Terry tomorrow at 5:03 Eastern, 4 Central. So unless something changes, we won't do a stream here tomorrow. We'll be over there, and that's going to be live before lock. So we'll count down to lock, and that'll be fun. So look out for that. So that means we'll probably be back here Monday, because we also do Saturday on Stochastic as well, and then Sunday's the off day. Does that work? So at least we're good. But I do appreciate you guys stopping by on a Thursday, and it's good to be back. So tell somebody you love them, because I love you. Appreciate you making part of my day, be part of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Dude, are you related to Tyrus the wrestler? His name is George Murdoch. You look just like him. There's what's the guy, the Funkadactyls guy that's on Fox News now? I usually get him, but that picture sucked. That sucked. I had my eye was swollen a little bit the night before, but I still had some vision, like I would say 50%. So I couldn't sleep on my bed. I had to sleep sitting up on the couch because I just couldn't. I couldn't put my head on a pillow. My back is burnt, so I couldn't lay down. So I just had to lean with my head against the wall, and I had the pillow. It was bad. But when I woke up, I just woke up like this, and I was like, something ain't right. Oh wait, I can't see. This sucks. Yeah. Anyway, I love you guys. Good luck. God bless. Go win some money.